back to my channel. I'm Serena. If you happen to be new here, welcome back to my channel because it's been a little while since I've posted, and today we are going to be talking about all the books that I have read so far this summer. It is about 18, I think, soon to be 20. I don't have all of them anymore, but some of them are audiobooks and I can just pop a little picture up here and then we'll still talk about them. Quick synopsis, what I thought about each book and the rating I gave it and anything else that comes to mind, because knowing me, I'm gonna go on a tangent. So I basically pulled these in order of June, July, August, with August being now at the top. So we will go August back down to June. So in August so far, because we're still in August and there's still 3 days left. Yeah, 3 days left, which is enough time for me to possibly finish one more book. Could be 2. So I have read 6 books so far. Again, could be 8, but we'll talk about what I've definitely finished by the time you guys see this video. So the first one that I have is Kismet by Becky Chalson. This has been so cute so far. This is one of the ones that I will finish by the time you guys see this. I am just over 50% through it right now and not really sure like where the plot's gonna go here. It's about these two twin sisters, Amy and Jo. Her full name is Joanna, I think, because they call her Jo a lot. So I'm just gonna say Amy and Jo. They are twins, like I just said, and this takes place on Fire Island in Kismet. So super cool that it's a Long Island read. And this one, so far, it's their 30th or about to be their 30th birthday, and her sister Jo is getting married on their birthday. So it's their birthday, the wedding, and then July 4th weekend all in one. And she basically just feels like, you know, 30 was supposed to be a big birthday for them. They're twins. They were going to celebrate it together. And now her sister's getting married. And she's just kind of dealing with the hurt and like the anxiety around it. And also dealing with like some marriage issues that I think we're about to get a lot more of. So this one's been pretty good so far. I am listening to the audiobook and basically going back and forth between the audio and the physical copy. I'm also obsessed with this cover. I just think the colors are so pretty together. So star rating right now, I don't really have one. I also haven't been really giving star ratings lately on Bookstagram. I've just kind of been talking about the books I read. So yeah, if I don't give a star rating, it's just because that's like the direction that I'm starting to go in. Next, I did recently finish Daisy Hades. This is the first one in like her saga of things that happen. I am kind of mad though. I did talk about this on my Instagram, but I'll talk about it here too. I read this on my Kindle because I just felt like reading it on my Kindle. I had it from Kindle Unlimited when it was still on KU. I had a whole bunch of highlights, annotations, things like that. And then one day I wasn't thinking. I was cleaning out my Kindle and I was like, oh, like I don't need this anymore. I can return it to KU. And I thought I had linked it to Goodreads. Turns out I didn't. I lost all my highlights. So there's no tabs, no highlights in this book whatsoever, which is kind of sad and makes me want to reread it just to get the quotes out of it. But I don't really have time for that right now. So this one was so good. I loved the mafia vibes that we get in this book and just like all of the drama and things that happen with Daisy in that circle. Because we don't really see too much of Magnolia. We see a little bit of BJ in this book, but it's really just Daisy and Christian and Jonah and all of their issues that they have going on. I'm eating this series up. I'm actually currently reading Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, and I will probably finish it by the end of the month. I didn't include it in this pile just because I do have like 300 pages left in it, and I don't know if I can read 300 pages in 3 days, but it's definitely doable if I put my mind to it. So I am probably going to wrap this series up within the next month or 2 and then just patiently wait for book 5. I cannot wait for book 5 to come out. Next, we have The Goal by Elle Kennedy. I'm trying to wrap this series up within the next month or 2 also because I only have 1 book left. So it's definitely doable. This one I think was by far my favorite out of the entire series. It's between this one and the second one, I think. Not the one with Dean. John Tucker, I think. Yeah. No, this is the one, John Tucker. I'm getting them confused now. But this was my first time also reading Accidental Pregnancy Trope, and I didn't mind it. I thought I was gonna have an issue with it, and I really liked it. John Tucker is also Southern, so you get like that cowboy-esque, but he's not really like a cowboy. He's just like a college kid from the South. So I did like that in a character. This one I listened to. I did the tandem read. I typically do tandem reads for most of my books that I can get. If I can get the audiobook on Libby, 100% I will do the audiobook and a physical book because Libby supports the library. So I will take out as many audiobooks as I can from there and then just listen to it in the car and while I'm here, like cleaning or working or whatever. And then when I can finally go read the physical book, I 100% just dive into it that way. And that's also how I get through books very fast. I've read 62 books so far this year. And the main way I can attribute to getting them out so fast is just completely like absorbing myself in the world. So whether it's a Libby audiobook or the physical book or both, like that's what I do. And then if I have an Audible credit, I'll use it on any of the books that I have here, or if it's a book that I don't own and I want to listen to before I actually like buy the physical copy of it, or if I buy the physical copy of it, I will do that. So that was a whole tangent. So that's 3 books so far in August. The next one I have, I'm just looking through my Storygraph stats to make sure I don't miss anything. The next one that I have is The Secret Bridesmaid. I thought that this was going to be much different. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't expecting this. And in like a good way. It was definitely, I was expecting more romance, like, I don't know, kind of like the, what do I compare it to? I don't even know. I was just expecting like her to end up with like one of the groomsmen and it was gonna be this whole thing and they were gonna go like on a vacation together and I don't know. But this was not that. And I really appreciated that. I gave this, I think 4 stars, and I did listen to it. This was one of the ones that I think I solely listened to, just because it's been on my shelf for probably about a year now, and it's not like I didn't want to read it, I just never ended up picking it up. So I'm happy I did, and I'm happy that I did read it and finish it and enjoy the audiobook experience, because I think if I read it, I don't know if I would have finished it. It's kind of weird how that works. The next 2, or 1, let me see. Yeah, the last one that I have, oh no. Why am I confused? Oh, you know what? Because this was a carryover book. So I started Queen of Shadow in July and I finished it in August. And I personally count it as an August read because I read most of it in August. But Storygraph counts it as July. So this is probably one of my favorite books out of the series so far. I am in the depths of a tandem read with Empire Storm and Tower of Dawn, and those 2 I definitely will not finish this month. They're like up on my shelf, probably 40 to 50% through both. So they're gonna be, I'm gonna finish them in September, but I'm gonna count them probably for August because I'm at the halfway point for both. But those are really good. This was like the ending of this book. 10 out of 10. I don't really have much else to say about this series and this book yet because I'm not done with it. I am in the final home stretch here. Once I finish the tandem read, all I have left is Kingdom of Ash, and I hear that's gonna be like a roller coaster of emotions. So I am excited. I'm a little nervous, but that's gonna be like a September, October read because that book alone I think is like 900 pages. It's a lot. So I don't mind carrying those over. Now we get into July, and I feel like for July I was in a slump for a lot of it. I also was very busy in July with orders and shipping and fairs, so I still read a decent amount. I think I read 6 books, but to me I felt like I didn't read a lot, which is kind of weird. So let me just pull up my July books. The first one I have, I don't have it like physically because my sister's borrowing it, is Lease on Love. I'll just put it like right over here. This one was pretty cute. Am I like obsessed over it? Did I love it? No. It was just like a quick, easy, summary kind of read, and it took place in Brooklyn, which was pretty cool. So I like local Long Island, New York City kind of reads. So yeah, that was a good one. I listened to the audio of that one also, and I still recommend. It was definitely a cute little rom-com. Next, I have I don't know why it's down here. The Proposal. This was another really cute one if you're into baseball and you just want something to give you like all the feels. Definitely this one. Definitely recommend. Baseball is not the like driving plot, but it is in the very beginning and it carries out through the rest of the book. So definitely recommend this one. I gave it, I think, a 4-star. Yeah, I think I gave it 4 stars. Next, another one I don't physically have anymore because I put it in a little free library. The Dead Romantics. I'll just put a picture up here. This one was really cute. It was a very, very fast read. I think I went through it in, I don't know, 2 days maybe. I also rated it, I think, 4 stars or like 3.5. It was cute. I was a little weirded out by the plot at first, but then it kind of grew on me towards the end, and I just thought it was a cute little like quick read for the summer. Next, I wrapped up finally. I feel like the series has been carrying on for so long. I wrapped up the Dreamland Billionaire series and read Final Offer in July. Probably my honestly least favorite. Nobody Come For Me out of the whole series because I just didn't vibe with Cal. I really didn't. I loved the first book, and I think ever since we got the magic of Dreamland in the first book, the rest of the series I was looking for that. And I get that it was like a Disney spinoff, and now it's kind of like a play on Disney Plus, and then the second book, just like their corporate side. And while it was good, like, I don't know, I just missed the magic of being in the park. And I did, however, like that we got all 3 brothers in this book. It is rather thick. I think it was like over 500 pages. Let's see. But the extended epilogue, yeah, it was about 583. And like I said, good. Was it my favorite in the series? No. I really liked the first one the best. But a series I still recommend. If you're looking for a quick rom-com, steamy but not like over the top kind of series. And if you like billionaire romance, I think that's a trope. Definitely check this one out. Next, for July, I think I did both of these in July. One is July, one is June, but I'm going to talk about them together. It's The Ballad of Never After and Once Upon a Broken Heart. These were good, not great. I feel like also July was a very good, not great month for reading. These, I think I just blew through. I kind of went through the motions of reading and listening to them. I just think I read them in like a wrong time. Like I forced myself to read them almost. I think if I was more into fantasy when I read them, I would have definitely enjoyed them so much more. But yeah, so that's kind of like the unfortunate timing of reading some books sometimes, is that you're not in the mood for them, but you just read them anyway. So I would potentially go back and reread these just to give them the time of day and give them more justice that they deserve, because everybody says amazing things about them, and I just thought they were like, okay. So that was July and June, which I think now carries us into June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think the rest of this pile is June. So let's just talk about the rest of these books. It's kind of funny that we're going backwards, because now we're going backwards in series also. The Assassin's Blade and Heir of Fire were 2 that I read in June, and these were good. I think it's a lot of build up to Queen of Shadows, so yeah, like no complaints here. I think out of these 2, my favorite was Heir of Fire. I did the romantic order for the Throne of Glass series, and part of me wishes I didn't. A part of me wishes I went like in, because the romantic order is pub order, and part of me wishes I went outside of that order to get the background of the Assassin's Blade first and then went into the rest of these books. So yeah, I just didn't like going backwards in time to then jump forwards. So I think that's also why I'm loving the tandem read, because they both take place at the same time. So we're just reading like simultaneous timelines versus reading at Power Storm and then reading Tower of Dawn, and it's like backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. So these were good. Like I said, I don't have too much to say about these series as a whole yet because I'm not done with it yet. But I did enjoy these two. Next, we have one of my favorite series that I've started this year, and it's probably going to take me the rest of the year to finish, which is the Addicted to You Calloway Sisters series in June and July, I think. Or maybe just June. Oh no, that's right, I remember now. So June was Addicted to You and Ricochet. These just absolutely stunning, fantastic, like 5 stars and then 5 stars. I loved them. I didn't annotate, I don't know why. I guess because it was the first book, I didn't annotate this one at all. And then I started to annotate Ricochet, and then I did finish this book in July or August. I don't remember. But I went tab crazy on Addicted for Now. I think this was July because I started Kiss the Sky this month. Literally read 4 pages of it. So it is not an August read. It is definitely going to be September TBR material. So it's on my TBR shelf right now. If you have not read the Addicted series, the Addicted Calloway Sister series, I highly recommend picking it up if you like high society, like drama and social elite, and just the series is more than just like the characters and what they go through. It dives so much deeper into like the sisters and trauma and understandings and mending friendships and relationships. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil anything, but definitely give it a shot. That's all I have to say about that one. Next, we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. I ate this book up. So good. By far my favorite Emily Henry read. And I just need her to keep writing beachy, on the shore, not even like romances. This wasn't like, I wouldn't even consider this a romance. It's, I think, more like contemporary fiction, general fiction. I just think it was a work of art. That was so good. And that's coming from somebody that I almost gave up. I almost gave up on Emily Henry, but I will continue to read her, especially after this book. The last book to end this ramble of books, but the first book I started off the summer with, is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren, and I listened to this audiobook on my drive to and from Pennsylvania. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I have others by Christina Lauren that are more of a favorite for me. I will say that, but this book was still really good. As a sequel to The Soulmate Equation, I thought this was really good. Taking The Soulmate Equation, still sprinkling it into a new book, and I didn't feel like I missed out on anything because I read The Soulmate Equation several months ago and I was able to still remember and pick things up. So, wow, we just went through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then sort of like 19 and 20 books in 20 minutes, which is pretty impressive. That's a book a minute. Like I said, these are all books that I've read from June to August, which is kind of why I wanted to go through them relatively quick and just springboard back onto this channel also. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video learning about what I read this summer, and I will be doing another video of what I will be reading this fall and then doing more recaps more frequently. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps my channel so much and it just helps me grow and like reach new people and reach other book lovers and booktubers and bookstagrammers. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video with me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.